You are now tuned in to the War Party Paranormal Radio Show, where we will be discussing actual audio and visual clips captured during the team's investigations. Hear firsthand eyewitness accounts from fellow team members and special guests. Now smash that like, subscribe, and follow button, and let's get ready to welcome team leader and your host, Eric Vanderlaan, and tech specialist and co-host, Mike Del Coro.
What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. We're back again, right, Mike?
Yeah, we're here.
We got a good one for you. Tonight we're going to show off some paranormal evidence that we captured not too long ago, a few months ago at Ortona. And I want to start off by introducing myself for you people. Here I go again. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Eric Vanderlaan. I'm the host of the War Party Paranormal Radio Show and team leader of War Party Paranormal Research Team. And right over on my side.
What's up, guys? My name is Mike Del Coro. I am an investigator and many other things with War Party Paranormal. And we got a great show for you guys tonight. Like you mentioned, we're going to show some clips the last time they were over at Ortona. I didn't make it to this investigation, but I've been there a ton of times, and it's never disappoints. So looking forward to kind of seeing what they captured as well.
Yeah, so we went back there a few months ago. We went with the team, and I took the team out to the Mounds. We went to Ortona Cemetery, but right next to it are these ancient burial mounds that date back 250 years. And
no, 250
BC, 200, not years, BC. Long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they got like a serpent mound there, and where the cemetery is, there used to be a half moon, like a crescent mound. And back, I believe, in the early 1900s, they dug it up to build roads. They didn't even know what it was. And I think that's what stirs up the activity at the Ortona Cemetery. I mean, we see some crazy stuff there. Lots of shadow figures. You want to see a shadow figure? That's the place to go to. We hear disembodied voices.
Yeah, it's not just like your regular cemetery. It's a really, really old one, and it's all the way out by Lake Okeechobee, and they have some mass burial grounds there. They have some Native Americans there. It's really a pretty freaky spot too. And then, like Eric said, you add the mounds in, and then the destruction of the mounds in the early 1900s. So pretty wild stuff going on there.
Yep. So we went there with our team. They'd never been to the mounds, so I took them there because it's on the other side. You had to take this dirt road to get there, and we were getting some wild stuff, things I couldn't explain. But I'm going to start off with the intro, and it's where we started at. We started out at the burial mounds, and just want to thank everyone in the chat. What's up, Lonnie? What's up, Ernesto? Ernesto's been there. That was probably his first investigation with the War Party, but let me find this video. You want to watch it, Mike?
I absolutely do. And also when that's going on, I don't know if you have a second to load that the Haunted Files episode trailer. We can
thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, we can show the folks.
All right, cool. All right, so anyway, I'm going to play the intro, and here we go.
My head is already like pounding. I don't know if my fucking head.
Do you have like animals in there? I feel like I'm really need.
Okay, so I'll show you where the mounds are.
Okay. How do you guys know about these mounds?
Huh?
No, that's not good.
I do research on the history. No, these date back 250 AD. These are the mounds right here. So see, like there's a slight slope. If you walk over here, you'll see it more. Spooky vibes. Very spooky place. So anyway, we got 2 of our team members that were there that night. And we'll start off with ladies first. Bam.
What's up?
Hey, Franny, how we doing?
Supernatural.
How's it going, guys?
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, one of her favorite
pleasure.
places. Well, she's never been to the Mound.
Oh, have I? Oh, yes.
No, yeah, that's right.
I was there that day. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty creepy.
No, before that I meant.
Before that, during the day. But, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right. And then last but not least, where a puma should be, out in the woods by Native American burial mounds. Bam.
Hello.
Hey, Joe, what's up, buddy? Long time no see.
I know, right?
To all of you, right?
Right.
What's up, friends?
What's up?
Yeah, we had some plans Saturday, but they got botched. But no worries.
Things happen.
It happens. But anyway, yeah. So Joe and Franny, Franny's never been there at night, and actually did an investigation there. And Joe was there the first time. Franny, tell me the experience, like what you were feeling there, like because there's like a vibe there, like everyone has felt it.
I've been to the Mounds that night though. I was there that night. It's definitely compared to like the day and night. It's a different experience. Like I know, like it's already kind of creepy as it is during the day. Not that it's super creepy. It's actually pretty, but at night it's like you're being watched. I really felt like I was being attacked by like some like panther animal that's going to come out of the bushes.
Animal.
And we were hearing so much noises at night, but it was creepy. It was definitely creepy at night out there.
And that was Joe's first time. It smacked him in the face when he got there.
Yeah, I pretty much as soon as I got out of the damn car, that was it. I was getting hit, and the further we ventured up the trail, like it was intense at some spots. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, we ended up like bypassing one spot and kept going, and then ended up coming back, and we were just like in like I don't know a vortex.
Yeah, you know, for lack of a better term. Yep, and that comment you made in the video, that's like right when you like walked in there.
Yeah.
So you sensed it. Senior Mike.
Yeah, they're so old that the mounds have gotten a little grown over and they're not as tall as they used to be. So they're kind of hard to see if you didn't know exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But you could tell where it's all overgrown and you can start to see them. But yeah, I mean, we spent the night out there one night for a good amount of time, just Eric and I alone. And I was hearing stuff all around, moving and all around. And we even heard voices coming from the cemetery because there's like a little canal, just kind of that perimeter is the cemetery. Mm-hmm. And from where we were in the mounds, I did hear voices coming from the cemetery, and I thought it was maybe people over there, but we checked and there was nothing. So yeah, super wild.
And speaking of noises, I got a clip of some noises that we captured. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Get some excitement pumped in here.
Do it.
All right, here we go.
So I got a 2.1 spike back there. 2.2. 0.5. Whose phone is up?
Mine's off now.
Okay. But I was still getting, even now your thing's off and I was still hitting a 2.7, and your camera's not going to make it go.
Here I am.
Yeah, well.
So you're still hitting?
Yeah.
Yeah. There shouldn't be any electric or anything there.
We have a bunch of people here tonight, obviously. We're all going to introduce ourselves because we got to...
There's something in the tree.
I hear like walking.
Yeah.
They're coming this way.
Who?
It doesn't sound.
That just hear something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Down this way.
Yeah. I just heard something.
Ooh. Yeah.
Could have been a skunk ape.
It could very well be.
I didn't smell anything though.
No, I took a shower that day.
But
It was
anyway,
really creepy.
Yeah, I mean, Mike, I think it was more active when we were there the first time because we were seeing light. We saw lights when we were exiting, and I thought that because I don't know. I'm not going to say it because we try to do things the right way. Try to bend a little bit, but anyway, we saw lights out like deep in the woods. Like, you know how like right before you get into the woods and you start walking down the trail to the mounds, there's that big open area where we parked the cars. We saw a light from the other side over there, and I'm like, oh, okay, there's someone here. So like I walked really fast out there, and there was nobody out there.
I thought for sure it was headlights or something of that nature.
Yeah,
but nothing there.
We saw that the night that we went, and we were nowhere near the road. Like, I know in the video you can hear like a car going by, but I mean we're really a few acres away.
Yeah,
there's no way that is a headlight, especially as dense as that part of the woods is.
Yeah,
like it's damn near impossible. But even this happened again too when we were exiting, and you said, "Oh, look, I'm seeing some lights," and I
went out there. No one was there.
No, a bunch of us ended up seeing it and just staring there, watching with our own eyes. It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was insane.
And just to piggyback what even Mike said earlier, just like noises were everywhere, and I really thought like there's an animal like was gonna come and jump at us. That's why I was telling Joe, I'm like, shh, shh, like there's something that's gonna come attack us. Shut up. They know it's here, but it's like it really sounded like it was gonna come out of nowhere. Like it was just it was really creepy. You don't know what it was. It was just like in one area and the other, and like you heard footsteps and just maybe voices. I don't know. It was everywhere. Yeah.
So the answer James's question, there was so many mounds. There was both. There was burial mounds. There were shell mounds.
A serpent mound.
And there was also religious worshiping mounds. So it was like a whole town.
It was a community.
Yeah.
And
these were from the indigenous people here, like before the Native Americans. So it was like whoever was here back in 250 AD. So yeah, it dates really, really far back.
Oh, BC.
No, AD.
Oh, it is AD.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Well, he asked if they've been excavated in the crescent, the moon mound, which is actually on the cemetery. It wasn't excavated, but they took like all the remains to build roads because a lot of these mounds were made out of shells. They called them mitten and
shell mittens. Yeah.
Yeah. So they didn't know what the heck it was back in the early 1900s. So, but yeah, it's pretty wild. And I've always been I've been investigating this cemetery for a while. And I've always wanted to go back there. When Mike and I went there, we got some good stuff. And
yeah, we actually were filming an episode for the Haunted Files called Spirits of the South, and that's when we started both of us started doing some heavy duty research, and that's where we found the map and then overlaid the map onto the current map and kind of found where the mounds were. I actually have a little clip if you guys are interested too. If you want to go back on Paraflix and watch the episode we did.
It was a wild Delco experience, that was for sure.
Yeah, it was.
An episode. Yeah.
It's only 1 minute long, so I'm just gonna run that real quick.
Go for it.
Clearly an old human skull and then some arm and leg bones.
Martin County Sheriff's deputies, though, did not disturb the site, quickly identifying it as a Native American burial site with the remains of at least 6 people.
We've gotten EVPs of Native Americans speaking, because we think it's related to these mounds that date back like, I believe, 2,500 years. Spirits.
Just hearing a lot of stuff. All around me in these woods.
And I looked over and I just saw legs walking. And like a torso, there was half a torso there.
Scotty.
I know.
Yeah. She was loving it though. She was loving that night. I'm with my boys.
Yeah, she had a good time.
So that's a good experience that we had with her. So we're not gonna have any tears.
No, I'm not.
Franny, no tears.
I get emotional.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, those of you that don't know, our co-founder recently passed away. Scotty Marla Burns. So yeah, we miss her dearly. But moving on, because this is a happy show.
Yeah.
Or maybe a scary show, spooky. So we and we did get some pretty good EVPs there. And my man Joe, the master of the ST25. And for those of you that don't know, we're not all about the DR60s. You're going to see here tonight that there were multiple different types of recorders that we were using that night that we captured, and we got some pretty good evidence. If you got your headphones handy, throw them on so you can get a clearer sound of a clear audio of the EVPs. But here we go. If I can find the damn video. Here we go. Bam.
Listen to that. It sounds like drumming too. Listen.
Oh yeah.
My name is Joe. My name is Joe. My name is Joe.
I hear my name's Jennifer.
Introducing ourselves. My name is Joe.
Oh my god.
My
Wait,
name's
what?
Jennifer.
That was me.
My name is Joe.
That's not you
No,
whispering.
it's not you.
You say it after me.
That was a different.
Yeah.
You hear that?
You hear your voice,
Watch.
but you don't hear.
I introduce myself.
Isn't that cool?
Then you hear a voice say, "My name is Jennifer." Then you say, "I'm Jet."
My name is Joe. We started all introducing ourselves. My name is Joe. Jennifer.
I heard
I
that,
don't feel
yeah.
good. I'm
Wait, go
very
back again.
nauseous right now.
Let's step out from this area.
That's Eric over there.
Sounds like him drumming.
Come here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Where do you want me to go?
That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Yeah.
By the way, we had some rookies on the team that were there, so a little bit green, but we're teaching them to be pros. So there you go. And Joe did a hell of a job that night.
Yeah. He was good.
Thank you.
By the way, got to throw that out there.
Thank you. I try to wrangle when I can.
Rally them up.
There you go. So yeah, yep. So yeah, I mean, we were feeling things, hearing things. It was just pretty wild, and I really can't wait to go back there.
That was a pretty good EVP.
That was good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I forgot that I even said that at the time, but it's like now
Randy's
looking
like-
back at it, it's like, oh
He's
yeah.
like, I'm using my ST25 more often.
Man, I tell you,
I'm trying to bond with
I
him
love
more.
that. I love that recorder. That's my baby. I have 3 of them for a reason. Like I love that recorder.
Yeah, I've been using mine more too, thanks to you, Joe.
No, and
Yeah, I'm trying to use mine
especially
more,
that
too.
night. That night was, that night was active as hell, especially out there. We experienced a lot of stuff before we even got
Like
to our
smoking
real
house.
investigation. we experienced a hell of a lot out there before we even got to our real investigation at the cemetery. So
Yeah.
it was definitely one of those nights that it was everything was hitting.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, our buddy James just got an ST25.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy,
Yeah, buddy.
Welcome to the club.
you're gonna love that thing.
I told him it's going to be his go-to.
Yeah, it's great recorder.
That's for sure. So I wanted to we were there. We were at the Mounds. So while we were there, we spent some good amount of time there, and that we had a pretty late night. And I think Thaney, Franny, and I. Thaney's one of our investigators. We stayed there like after everyone left, and we're getting stuff. So after we were at the Mounds, we moved on over to the cemetery, and we were still getting activity, like pretty wild stuff there.
Yeah,
But
pretty immediately too.
yeah, definitely. And actually, Joe, that was probably like one of your first team events with the War Party was at Ortona, right?
Yeah, the night that I actually got invited to try out for War Party was at.
I got my first Joe hug there, by the way.
Yeah.
Let everyone know.
Especially when I got asked, "Hey, do you want to join the team?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" Bet your sweet ass I do.
And you took your sister that night too. She's a little bit of a sensitive, right?
Yeah, I took my sister Camila, and she's been out there. She came out with the team one time, and then I went out there another time with her, my other sister, and my two brothers. So it was just like a siblings paranormal investigation. And even that night was wild. We from we were by the mass grave area, and my sister looked out.
He's jealous, real quick.
Towards where the parking is, and across the way she sees what she saw was like a man marching in formation. Like that's the way she could describe it.
Wow.
My brothers were at their truck at the time and were coming back to us, and then my brother Chris, who's more of a skeptic than my brother Mike, he comes up to me. He's like, hey man, no BS. Like I saw a man walking. It looked like he was walking information. They did not say this. Like they were, I don't know, 100 yards away from each other when that was spoken by one of them. So that they both experienced it. It was crazy. It was amazing.
I actually got a little story to tell, Eric. I don't know if you remember this. It was one of the times we were out there. I don't remember who was with us. It was somebody else, and we were way off in the back end of the cemetery, and we see a cop pull in, and he had his lights on.
Oh, that was when Joe was there.
Yeah,
yeah. So we start walking back to him because we call them and let them know they know us.
They love us there. They always tell us about our experiences.
Exactly. So, but I was still kind of nervous because we don't know if they all know that we're there or whatever. And the guy's got his lights on, he's shining out in that thing. So we're walking back there, and we got tripods with cameras, and we're holding them like this, and we're walking. I'm like, dude, I hope this guy doesn't think we got rifles or something, in the dark. But we walk up to him, and he was an old Florida boy, and he's like, hey, what's up, guys? And he's
what
like,
y'all boys doing here?
Yeah.
Y'all talking to spirits? Yeah.
Right. A real pretty mouth, boy. That's another show. Sorry.
So, yeah, totally different show. He started telling us about some of the experiences that he witnessed there. And then he said one of his partners was in between homes, and he had a little trailer, and he put it out on the cemetery back. He said he would wake up 6 in the morning and go out front and have his coffee or whatever, and he said he would hear chanting. And this is coming from the cop.
Sheriff.
Yeah. I got that on a recording. I heard chanting. It was pretty weird.
That's really cool.
So pretty wild stuff. Yeah. And he was happy to share all his experiences and everything, So we were talking to him for a little while.
Mike was, God damn it, we got to investigate. This guy's freaking talking our ear off.
No, it was really, he was really cool, honestly,
and
it was cool to hear other people's experiences, especially Mike said, like a law enforcement officer, somebody is supposed to be a little bit more credible, having experiences similar to what we've experienced, because I'm pretty sure all of us at one point have heard chanting or drumming. We caught it on the EVP. Yeah, this guy's hearing that, it's consistent, especially out there.
And people don't realize, all over Florida, they've been discovering more and more Native American sites. I mean, here, where we live, there's an area called Davie. It's near Fort Lauderdale. And there's one street that goes from where one of the locations where we investigate at the old Davie Schoolhouse. There's a road there that goes all the way west, Griffin. And I found a map, and all over that area are Native American sites. And it's funny because we got the old Davie Schoolhouse that's haunted. Joe and I did a residential case at a bar. It's now demolished. Super haunted. We got some crazy stuff in the bathroom where people eat there. And supposedly one of the bartenders
demolished? The bar's gone?
Yeah. It's part of the rodeo now.
Yeah, it was right there by Barrajon Rodeos. It was called I
was thinking
beer barn or something like that.
I forget that. Yeah, it was something.
It was like a liquor store and a bar, like a dive.
Like a combo. Yeah.
Yeah. So they wanted us to come investigate it before they demolished it. And make a short story short, the lady that
to make a short story long.
Yeah, that's true. I can't help it. It's an interesting story. The lady that bartended there was practicing black magic, and we believe she was bringing that to the bar.
Yeah.
And then you got the
you have a lot of ODs there. You know, also you had a bunch of that situation.
You got the Angry Warthog saloon, which used to be courthouse, bar, police station, all in one back in the day. And then you got a place where like the Seminoles were hiding out during the Seminole War over there by Treetop Park. Yeah. And then if you go further down, there's another area. I forget the name of it, but I believe JP's been there. But
Pine Ridge.
Pine Ridge, yep. And even further west, there's another like
it's all up in that, because especially like, you know, I was actually talking about it with Mike on Saturday. Pine Ridge at that point in history
used to be islands.
It was all islands. Everything else was underwater. That was the highest point. So that's where they made their home. Yeah. And as the water started subsiding, that's like now it's a little bit, you know, Florida's
they drained the
low level anyways.
Yep, and they drained the Everglades. So
absolutely,
that's all gone now.
Yeah, we lived in it.
Mother truckers. But anyway, Mike, we're at that halfway point. So in the second half, we'll talk about our experience at the cemetery. So we got to pay some bills.
All right.
What is up, my paranormal peeps? You may be wondering why we're holding something like these in our hand, and my buddy's going to tell you all about it.
The reason that we have this paranormal equipment in our hand is because we're giving a big shout out to the Ghost Hunter store, one of our sponsors. They're your one-stop shop for everything paranormal.
That's right, and you may have seen some of these equipment on your favorite paranormal TV shows.
Exactly, especially the Haunted Files on Paraflix.
Mike's got that right.
All right, guys, so check them out. And if you use the code word Ghost Gone Wild,
not Girls Gone Wild,
Ghost Gone Wild, in your checkout, you'll get a discount on your purchase. Thank you, guys.
Peace.
What's up, my paranormal people? Eric and Mike here from the War Party Paranormal Radio Show, wanting you to remember the importance of hydration. Remember, we hunt ghosts. We don't want to turn into ghosts. Dehydration can lead to inflammation and even degenerative disease. So hydration is crucial.
Whether you're up all night investigating the paranormal, sky watching, or Bigfoot, Fuel Up Hydration System is designed to support motivation, concentration, and rejuvenation with the best immune-enhancing delivery system available today.
Experience the benefits of Fuel Up with their Feel the Difference money-back guarantee.
Visit fuelup.gg/warparty for their special offer that includes free shipping. Fuel Up for life. Hey, Eric, how do we do?
It's awesome.
All right. Well, maybe we should stick to hunting ghosts. I don't know if commercials is our thing.
True that. I don't care what you guys say, but I love me a good cowbell. I know I said it before.
He was playing the cowbell. He did that for us.
Yeah, I threw that in there. I thought it would sound better. But, you know.
Yep.
Hey, trigger object.
Exactly. And James, if you're out there, buddy, you're gonna want to watch this. So we got a new episode coming out of the Haunted Files coming out on March 15th.
And James in the chat, I'm sorry, I always interrupt. I'm very rude. But James that's in the chat, Cross the Line Paranormal, that's him. He was our special guest. So big thank you. Okay.
Shout out.
I get too excited sometimes. Can't help it.
Yeah, so we were lucky enough to get up there with James and investigate this phenomenal location. And here's the first time I think we're playing the trailer. So check it out.
To a pair of eyes up on the stage wall where it's a solid wall, eyes blinking at us and watching us as we did our investigation. We've heard audible voices, noises like chairs slamming up like someone's getting up, footsteps, being called out, get out. We've had different things, music box go off on command. There's several spirits here that are very interactive and they like to communicate. And then there's some that don't want us here.
You don't like me?
So we're going to do the Delco experiment. But tonight, we're going to try something a little different. Al, stab him in the throat.
That's not very nice.
Who did you stab in the throat?
That's a little vulgar.
Dude, felt something touch me on my shoulder.
I know, right?
That place was badass.
Yeah,
digging
I
the
know
music
too.
on
I was
that.
like,
Yeah, right.
That's
That's better than the cowbell, Mike.
Yeah, exactly. I had to go with the theater theme, right?
I love
that was
the
good.
violin. Sorry.
Yeah, that was
sound.
that was a wild investigation. That was a wild night. So
Yeah,
definitely
that
some
was
cool
fun.
stuff going
Yeah,
on there.
Thanks, James. Yeah, and I think that's going to be one of our best episodes yet. So that'll be coming out. And when's that coming out, Mike?
The 15th of March. No, yes, 15th of March. 9 But I had to think about what month it is real quick.
Right. So
All
yeah,
right.
and go get your Paraflix. Very affordable. Use the Haunted Files 25, our discount code, and get 25% off the annual subscription. They got
There
a free
you go.
trial. You can try it out first. You don't like it, and you don't like it, whatever. And there's a bunch of other shows there. If you love the paranormal, because the Travel Channel and these other places, they don't have as many shows anymore. It's not the big thing, but if you're still a fanatic about the paranormal, go check out Paraflix. There's a lot of good shows there. There's my
Sure
plug for
is.
tonight for Paraflix. So, shall we continue?
All right, and I see
See.
lined up over here. I don't know these clips because you guys put these clips up here, so I'm just they're new
No,
to
you
me.
don't.
I see.
You're going
I
for the
see
ride.
one. That's right. Hey, what's up? So I see a thermal clip here. I'm wondering what's going on there. What's that? What's that all about?
So I was going to save the best for last, but since you cannot wait, I'll play that one
I
first.
can't. It's drawing my eye to it. I see the.
Yeah,
So-
thermal's always cool. But yeah, after the Mounds, we moseyed on over to the cemetery. And Joe?
We we pretty much split up into two teams to take each side of the cemetery.
By the way,
So-
I'm going to interrupt again real quick because I'm always interrupting. I'm sorry, but I don't want to leave things out and then I forget. You know how that goes. But anyway,
We do.
he did a nice presentation of the equipment to our newbies. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
I know I told you
Appreciate
before, but I want to tell everyone about it. I want everyone to know.
I appreciate that.
Continue. I
Yeah,
love you,
man,
man.
we gotta be trained, a well-oiled machine. So
And we're going to do more of that. Yep,
absolutely,
we'll do more of that. We'll do a
absolutely.
little
No,
workshop.
and you know what? We have a great group of people that
Yep,
just
amazing.
joined us and are eager to learn and get out there and investigate. So, cheers to you guys. Thank you very much for coming to us. And
There's a bunch of them that are in our chat right now. So if you're paying attention, there'll be a test on this. So don't get too happy.
So usually when we go to Ortona, we meet in the pavilion, right in the center of the cemetery. That's where we leave our gear and we venture off from there. So we split off into two teams, and before I leave the pavilion, I decided I'm going to set my thermal cam here on a tripod, just facing out into a certain position where previous time I had said we had seen some walking before. So I wanted to see if I could try to capture it with the thermal. So this clip happened maybe about 45 minutes, an hour into the investigation. We make our way to that grave and start an EVP session. You're going to see on the right side there's going to be a big bush. There are 3 people behind the bush, and then you'll see clearly everyone else that's standing doing the session. And it looks like you're kind of close, but it's actually several rows in to the cemetery. But there was some bush there and something weird happened while we're doing our session, and I had no idea until I started reviewing the thermal footage.
And it's pretty freaky. So I shall play it now. Here we go.
Ciao. That's good.
It's hard to see on this, but if you look at it blown up, it looks like there is an arm that's reaching out and then comes back like this. But it's reaching out away from us. And like I said, there's a bush. Like you can kind of see through the bush. You would see the other heat signature behind it. And there's just an arm just reaching and pulling back into the bush.
The bush that's like in the middle, just like in the middle, right?
Right. We were not even next to that bush. Like that bush was maybe a row in front of us.
What was I seeing that dark mass in front of a headstone that was like swaying?
Yeah, I saw movement back there. Like I thought there was someone standing there.
So there's I lost all my footage. This was something that I had made a clip of just because I was asking to have people take a look at it and see what their thoughts on it. But throughout the clip, there are several weird hits. And this thermal, like this thermal is it's really good. It's a monocular. It's made for hunting. That's why I set it back, and it's a long range thing. You know, you could spot a rabbit at 1,400 yards on this thing.
Yeah,
clearly.
I'm gonna play it again.
These were just solid.
Yeah, real quick before you play it again too. For some of the people they're watching this or going to be watching it later, he has the palette set to red hot or orange hot. It's so whatever you see that's orange is higher temperature, and the darker the image, the colder it is. The reason the headstones are all lit up bright orange is because the sun's beating on them all day, and then the ground cools off, so you can see the headstones just glowing. From the heat is different than the air temperature and the ground temperature. That's why in that one far headstone where you zoom in, you could see a solar light turning on and off, but you also see like a black mass, or I saw a black mass kind of swaying, like kind of moving.
Yeah, I saw
and
that
for
too.
it to be black, it would be colder, and
right.
It's in front of a headstone, which is strange.
It's like black purple.
Cold. Yep.
Yeah, if it was a flag or somebody set there, it would see right through that, and you'd see the headstone. So
I'm gonna play it again.
All right, let's do it.
Everybody ready? Everybody
I'm
in the chat? Miguel, are you ready?
I'm ready.
No. I'm talking about our friend Miguel.
Oh, hey Miguel, what's up, buddy?
There he is.
Oh, hey, there he is.
There he is.
There he is.
All right.
There's that guy.
Here we go. Bam. I see it. I see a white mass with movement in the beginning. Is that supposed to be a thermal light?
That's what the arm. You'll see the arm going, and it's a lighter color than the black mass that's moving.
Look at that again.
And it's kind of moving with it. Like you have to. I'll throw it on my Instagram later, and you guys can watch it.
That starts appearing.
Get you those views.
I have no idea.
But that's what I was paying attention to is the black mass. Like I didn't even see that arm movement. What I was paying attention to was like the masses, and I even saw like a couple more, I think, above, or I don't know. Like,
well, you could see us to the right, standing where we're doing the EVP session. Like I said, there's a huge bush. Whoa! I hit my mic. There's a huge bush to the right where we actually had a few other people standing. I don't know, I had like 6 or 7 people with me in that at that time. But there's on film on camera. You see 3 of us huddled together listening back to an EVP while everyone else is standing aside. Right. And from the way that I remember that set of bushes is in the row ahead of us. It's not even where we are.
Yeah.
And was that before the car alarm incident?
This was, I want to say, after the car alarm incident.
Okay.
That was creepy.
So yeah, not only that he captured that, but we had a little weird thing going on there. We had one of our investigators, Danny, her car alarm was going off for no reason, and her car alarm doesn't work. So it was really weird. So I got a little video with us talking about it. We were on one side, by the way, and Joe was on the other side. So we had a walkie-talkies, and we were like going back and forth. And don't be alarmed if you see the REM pods going crazy, because that's just
the walkies.
Going through the walkie-talkies that we're communicating on. So here we go. This is really weird.
What's up with the car? It's a ghost car, for real.
I thought yours.
Who like keeps setting off the car, right?
I don't know. It's weird.
It's paranormal.
I wonder.
Hey, is that any of you guys with the car alarm?
No, we were wondering what that was. Whose car is that?
No, we're wondering whose car that is.
Is that that's the
No,
one?
that's
right?
that.
Okay,
No.
just making sure. So the car alarms are going off. You guys are where? Over by the mass burial?
We're by Ford, the crypt.
We're by the crypt.
Does anybody
Ford.
know what kind of car it is? I really don't know my car alarm, to be honest. But I mean, I feel like.
So we're actually not too far from the cars, but we're watching the cars, like listening to the alarms go off.
Is it more than
but
one
not
car?
even the car lights are turning on.
Is that not in the car?
I ask if it's more than one car.
That is strictly alarm alone going off.
That's what we're wondering if it's one of you guys.
Is it more than one car?
Is it more than one car, or is it just one car?
Oh no, that's the walkie-talkie.
Car, but the lights are not flashing like it should if a car alarm is going off.
Whose car is it? Ask him.
You don't know whose car that is, right?
Can't tell.
Huh?
Can't tell.
Sorry, the radios are making the alarms go off. You don't know whose car that is?
My hearing's bad. I can hear it now, but I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, and that's, you know what, that's another good reminder too of people that are watching. Two-way radios will trigger REM pods, and a good way to tell that is if all the REM pods are going off at the same time. When you key the mic, you know, it's a good indicator that it's some kind of interference from a radio or something of that nature. So keep mindful of that as well.
Yeah. And remember, we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing out there. So I don't know. There can't be any type of interference. All there is there's like a plant there where you hear a loud psh. That's annoying, but
the entire time.
Throw that out there. Yeah. But we're going back to the black mass. Miguel wants to know what temperature level would that be? What spectrum?
I have to look at the settings for this one.
Yeah, so it's you could turn on a crosshair, you know, and then whatever you're pointing at. But judging by what was the temperature that night?
It was kind of cool that night. I was
like 60.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
The
Florida weather, everybody.
Yeah,
sweater weather
for us. Yeah.
Sweater. Yeah, whatever it was. I mean, the tombstones are probably sitting still at like 70
easily.
So, being that dark, it was probably pretty cold.
Yeah,
probably like in the 50s.
Yeah,
so colder than the ambient temperature.
Mm-hmm.
We were bundled up. Mm-hmm.
And So later that night, Franny looked out the sage.
Real quick though, before with the car alarm too. Like I was saying, I wish I had a clip of the actual alarms going off on from my end, but you could not see, like the lights were not turning on. And typically when a car alarm goes on, it's lights flashing plus the alarm, you know, trying to draw as much as attention. There was absolutely no lights on any car going off. Like we were directly in a line of sight and nothing, which is it's weird. And it happened multiple times. Like it would happen, it would turn off, and then 10 minutes later it would start again. Then it would chirp like 2 or 3 times, turn off, and then start all over again. It was insane.
And the weird thing is that's not the only car incident we had there. God rest her soul, Scotty. She clipped a wild boar that ran across the street on the way home. Thank God she survived it. Just a little scratch. There's wild boars all over the place.
All over the place out there.
And then we had this lady, Ingrid, that I was on her team, and we had to follow her back home because her car was having issues. We had to jump start it. So it's really weird. Some weird phenomenon happening there. And then later that night, Franny like ashed Amy's car, like the inside of it with some sage.
I almost burned it, so yeah.
Because she had it.
Sorry, girl.
Yeah.
She told me, she's like, I think there's something following me or something like that. Like there's like another incident she had with the car. I don't know if it's the same one with the alarm going off, but she's like, I really think my car is haunted now. And then I went ahead
something
and
attached to it from
Riverside.
Riverside. Yeah.
But she told me I went ahead, like the little sage part, like that one was just coming apart. So it just almost like went in her car. I'm like, oh, shucks. So I think we're not.
Smelled nice and fresh later.
Yeah, I mean, hey, she said it worked. That's what counts. If it works. So
one way or another, whether you burn the car down or
was it effective? That's the most important thing.
So Joe, you were getting other stuff that was going on over there too, other than the thermal. Did you say you heard a disembodied voice?
We heard a couple disembodied voices. We were towards the mound section, and we were walking actually towards the street because we had never really investigated that area because earlier in the day it's a little bit more traffic. Later in the night it dies down some. Yeah. We're like, let's go over there. Let's check this out.
And we always pause when the car goes by. We go, car coming.
We tag everything with that, and and we make note of the plant across the street. But we're walking in that direction, and out of nowhere, it was me, my sister, and I stopped like dead in our tracks, and she like looks at me. She's like, "Did you hear that?" And it was like if a man was talking from the woods, and that part of the woods is part of where the mountains area is. But we heard like loud, like man, like talking. Couldn't make out what was said. But that I also stood on top of the mound at one point, calling out. I was inviting whoever was there to come and speak to us. And we was Stephen. No, I believe it was Stephen and Alan were standing together, and maybe Armando, I believe.
No, Stephen wasn't there that night.
It was Armando.
He was crying in the chat that he wasn't there.
It was Armando, myself, and Alan. And after I'm starts yelling out into the mounds area, like, "Come on, let's go! Come on over here! Come hang out with us! Like, we don't mean any harm, any disrespect." You just start hearing like talking going.
Yeah.
And right around pretty close to the area where we got that drumming EVP.
Yeah.
And what's weird is remember earlier in the show when we were talking, when I heard the same thing, but the opposite, when I was on the other side of the canal,
right?
I heard a man talking in the cemetery. And just to remind you guys, I mean, this is literally out in the middle of nowhere. There's a plant, like a sulfate plant or something nearby, but that's it. I mean, there is nobody out there, especially this time of night.
No one's living out there either.
No.
And we, that's another reason why we bring our thermals too, right? You hear voices, you hear something, you can scan and see if there's a person there because they'll light up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And out there you have like
you did hear a coyote that night.
Yeah, there's hogs, there's hogs, there's panthers, there's bear, there's Florida bears out there. So the thermal definitely comes
Thank
in
you,
handy
Joe
out there.
Fox. Thank you, Joe Fox, in the Facebook chat.
And I had
everybody off.
This was I didn't know what was going on.
Just shout outs throughout the show.
I don't know where he's going.
Darth Gutierrez, shout out to him.
So, Joe,
Shout out to
I was
everyone.
on.
I'm sorry,
Joe.
go
When
ahead, Mike.
I was on the other side again, back by the mounds in the trees, and I had my thermal, and I was like looking around because I kept hearing a noise up in the tree.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking up in the tree, and I'm not saying this is paranormal, but it's not normal. It's something strange that I captured on a thermal. That and I work on boats. I've been using thermals. I'm a FLIR dealer. I sell a lot of different kinds of thermals. I use them, and I've never seen no shit like this. So it's only 3 seconds, so it's gonna go right, but real quick. But look in the upper, and what you're looking at is a tree. That's what the dark parts of the tree is space through the tree, whereas there's just nothing behind it, just air. And you will see something in the upper right hand corner go. It's hot because it's and you'll see it go up, and then like it. I don't know how to explain it. Just take a look.
I missed it.
So it's fast. It's fast, but right about where my head is.
Okay.
Right now, when the video comes up, it'll be like right there.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Did you see it go up?
And it
I see
shoots
that.
up.
It's like a linear movement. Yeah, it like shoots. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
What in the world could that be?
That's interesting.
A spider monkey. No, I'm just joking. You would see it like heat. You would see the heat reflect, right?
It would have been white if it was an animal.
Spider monkey.
Yeah, white hot.
Herpy monkeys in Florida.
I love a good spider monkey. I was telling Franny about the monkey jungle. I think Joe, you know about that.
That was one of my favorite. It's closed down.
If you really too bad.
It's closed.
That's the only place where you can get shit on by a monkey.
Why is it
That's
closed?
not the only place.
It had a lot of damage from Hurricane Andrew. A lot of monkeys got loose at that point. I went there during a first grade field trip, and a little monkey had climbed out of its enclosure, jumped on our picnic table, and we were feeding it Cheetos. I don't think is part of a little monkey's diet.
No.
So hopefully that little guy survived after that day.
It wasn't the flaming
first
one.
graders. Imagine just crapping on everybody.
Was it flaming hot Cheetos?
It was like,
they didn't have those at that time. I'm old.
It'd be like a fluorescent orange diarrhea coming out. But anyway, I got to get in compliant mode because if I don't, I'll be in trouble. But to the people who are listening to our show on the KGRA Digital Broadcasting Network, you're going to be moving on to the next show. And if you still want to listen to us or even watch us, you can go to the War Party Paranormal YouTube channel and find us there. And for those of you that are watching on the YouTube and Facebook, check out KGRA Digital Broadcasting Network. We're not the only show there. They got amazing shows. And if you drive to work and you're sitting in traffic, you'll just kill some time. So I'm just throwing that out there. I'm doing a little bit of promo there. I got promo everybody.
Yeah, you can actually find us on iHeartRadio and all over the place. Anywhere you find podcasts.
Yep. Zap listens to us on the way to work after the Monday show.
That's a great way to start the morning.
Exactly.
Frustration.
Monkey shitting. So
yeah,
making your coffee. So there you go.
You've heard.
How did I do, Chanel? Did I do good? That's our producer, Chanel. I did fantastic. We're gonna have her on the show. Thank you.
Thumbs up.
By the way, Chanel, she makes all the magic happen here. Especially those of you that are listening. The reason we sound so amazing is because of her. So we got a lot of gratitude for that. No attitude, only gratitude. And real quick, you people that are listening, you're going to miss the next segment where we have EVPs. So you better rush over to our YouTube.
Yeah, you people.
Little teaser. You people. I mean it in a kind way. With all my love.
Oh, you weirdos.
So anyway, we were getting... So we're gonna flip back over to Franny, Thany, and I. We've got some pretty good EVPs over there when we're on the other side of the cemetery, and I'm gonna play that. You guys want to listen to it?
Yeah.
What happened to I guess Fran? She's out. She's in it though.
She didn't want to hear anything.
Oh, that's too bad. All right, so you guys want to see the FLIR video again?
That's too bad. Anyway,
she's gonna have to do a rewatch. I hope I don't get in trouble, but I think she'll forgive me. But anyway, so going back to the cemetery, so we were doing an EVP. I was going to say an EVP.
I was saying EV pickle.
And sometimes you feel like you got to do an EPP when you're investigating for long hours at the night, but I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyway, I'm going to play our EVP session that we got. That's all I
thought
do.
you were going to make something about like there's several targets in the cemetery. I was going to say, man, that's fucked up.
Well, I got my spots in case I got to go. Nobody knows. I keep them to my secret. No, by the way, there's a bathroom there, so we're lucky. But I tell you one thing, they got like ants that are about an inch big. Right? They're like humongous. All right.
You drop your jaw all the way to the floor.
You see, that's the pleasures of going out and investigating. You never know what you're going to end up with.
Wild boars, inch ants.
Yeah.
You never know.
Coyotes howling. Me tripping over a headstone and slicing my elbow and having to get stitches. Yeah, that happened there too. But anyway,
it's a magical.
I'm not delaying anymore, and I'm going to play the EVP session that we have. I know you guys are ready. Here we go.
No. Get out of here. No.
That's our confirmation. Get
out of here.
Get off, I think it says.
Get off the grave? Oh, look.
What is that?
The car alarm again. We're so puzzled by the car alarm.
Yeah, it's just it
is weird.
It's weird that it goes off. That's why, I'm like, well, clearly someone.
Yeah, it's somebody there.
I heard something.
Yeah.
Like back then.
Yeah.
Do you want to play?
Franny's gonna get mad at me for saying this, but like her pants have like it's
like a pouch.
It's it's like a design
skeleton,
of like of a skeleton, but it looks like she's got pissy pants. Like I kept looking at it like, what the okay.
I kept thinking about Billy Madison. Like, you ain't cool unless you pee your pants.
Well, I'm gonna tell her next time, don't wear those pants when we're filming an IR.
Yeah.
There's a little recommendation. I don't know. She'd probably get mad at me that I put that video up there and didn't realize that. So that's on me. But
Pee Pants Garcia.
So I didn't want to be disrespectful. So we packed up right away and mosey along back to the other side of the cemetery.
To bother other spirits.
Exactly. Some like us, some don't. We're doing our research, people. We want to find out what's really out there. We got curiosities. We want answers. So this is like I want to show this video because like you always see us with the Panasonic DR60s, and earlier you saw Joe with the ST25, but it's not all about that. And I got a nice little treat for Joe and Mike because they don't know this. Not only did we get on the other side of the cemetery after you guys left an EVP on the ST25, but I got one on the RCA as well.
I love that little recorder.
Love it. It's a pain in the ass.
It's the biggest piece of shit. This recorder has like this weird, stupid floppy disk.
Yeah.
I don't know, from like the 1980s, like your Macintosh computer where you stick it in, but like a real mini version. And when I got it, Yep, and I got it brand new, and it hadn't been opened in the package, and I couldn't
got
get
mine gifted to me from Joe.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
I couldn't figure out how to work this stupid thing, and then I figured it out, and I was calling Joe, I was calling Zap. They didn't know, and then I started messing around with it and looking at it, and I'm like, oh, you peel the sticker off, and it started working. So like a little sticker that comes on it, but it's like gold, so you think it has to be on there, like it's, I don't know, like a connector or something, but I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking and rambling and talking a bunch of nonsense, and I'm gonna show this display of an EVP session. How about that?
I like it.
You guys are on the edge of your seats, aren't you?
I am.
I'm leaning way forward.
Okay, here we go.
Can you show yourself to us?
What's that? Fuck you.
Fuck that.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
You played again? That was good.
Get out of here.
That's good. That's good.
I'm sorry, I'm typing Franny. She lost the internet. But like that's pretty cool. There you go with the RCA. I'm gonna tell her to go on the phone.
That RCA, man, it's you know, we were shown that like a year ago, maybe a little bit longer now. And it was something we all got. We used it like one time and then never touched it again. But we were getting EVPs.
Yeah, because it's a pain in the balls to use.
Right. It sucks to use.
Very, very sensitive.
Flashlight. It's not like everything else that lights up and you can kind of, you know.
Yeah, and this thing's got like fucking 17 buttons on it, and it's
$30, people, on eBay.
It
for the price. Oh yeah, it's worth it. Go for it.
It works.
I got the best EVP of my life on that.
Yeah, Class A.
Yep. Clear as day.
The clearest EVP I've ever heard.
Yep. These two guys were my witnesses.
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
I saw it.
I lived
I might
it.
have it. I think I do have it here.
Franny's going to try to get back on her phone.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All right. Let's see here.
Okay, what are we gonna do? Hey, folks.
Okay, so you know any jokes? Oh, sing a song, Joe. People don't know this, but he's like the singer on our investigations. You would think Ernesto is, but he just plays guitar and maybe some background vocals. But if they had to form a band with Ernesto, he's like a team member that has his own rock group. He plays a double guitar, Modern Mimes, and he plays we uses some of his music for our video. But anyway, I was going to. It would be a good tandem.
Yeah, I'll sing for
El Puma on lead vocals.
I want to try to channel like a Geddy Lee type of high pitch.
Oh, you're gonna go high pitch and high octave?
Yeah. Like if somebody's like grabbing you by the balls like too tight.
Like a Michael Jackson.
A modern day warrior, mean prime. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean prime. Dun, 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 dun. Hell yeah.
There it is.
There it goes.
That's just
and you know what? That gave me just enough time
to find the clip.
And so I appreciate that.
I'll juggle on the next one.
Oh, I'm dumbass. Hold on.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Where'd it go?
Hold on, peeps.
I'm screwing up over here.
James has a question. Does a reptile look colder than a mammal, being it's cold-blooded, when you're using a thermal?
Yes.
I would think so, yeah. I've never hit an alligator with it.
Yeah, they don't really stand out.
That's interesting. We should test it out in the Everglades. I know a perfect spot. Okay. The Aerojet rocket facility, damn it.
yeah. We're not going
to. Just saying. That's all I'm saying.
You're going to make me cry.
Leaving it at that.
Okay.
The heck are they doing? All right.
Here it is. It's all right. It's fun when we just go.
We still got people watching. That's a good thing.
Technical delays.
That's true.
It's part of the magic in the background that's in the foreground.
So here's that EVP recorded on that piece of shit thing.
Clear as day. Someone help me.
I'm going to play it again.
Hey.
Clear as day. Someone help me.
I've never noticed on that clip, though. I mean, the EVP is insane, but I've never
how much
heard
shit we got on the table.
Yeah,
And
no,
you
that
in the
and
background,
the
hearing,
bachata.
like, yeah, I was like out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, people don't realize
there's like there's like reggaeton being played like really faintly in the background from some food truck,
right?
probably.
All right. Nothing. Oh, Franny's back. Oh, tease. There you are.
Sorry.
Franny, by the way, you know the skeleton pants? Don't wear
I had such a frustrating time coming back on the show.
No, but we have a tip for you. The skeleton pants, the black skeleton pants.
Yeah.
Don't wear that when we're filming in IR.
Why?
Michael?
Because it looks like a pee-pee stain.
You look fine. Other than that, I didn't catch it. Only Mike did.
No, Cecilia said she thought the same thing in the chat. What?
Oh, man.
No. Get out of here.
I was so scared I wet my pants.
Didn't you see a shadow figure that night? Or are you still searching?
No, not at all. I have not seen. Okay. I still have not seen.
Yeah, she's mad about that.
I'm pissed because everybody sees the shadow figure.
You can't try to see him.
I know that's my problem. When I go there, I want to look for one, and it's hard just to kind of go with the flow.
No,
but I have that.
Go with the flow.
Everyone says hi to Cecilia. She's our veteran investigator with War Party Paranormal, and she's been there many a times, and she can tell you that place is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right. So I think has everybody had about enough of our bullshit for tonight?
Enjoyed the show.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, and you know what, guys? If anybody's out there and you want to do us a favor and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go do that for us. Because I mean we're very close to 1,000, and I would love to hit that. That's nice little goal that we're shooting for. Yeah. So just go over there and smash that subscribe button for us.
And by the way, a quick announcement we have an upcoming paranormal event, and Joe's in charge of this baby, and I'll let him share the event with everybody who might be local here or maybe want to fly down.
Yeah, so March 9th, Saturday, March 9th, we are going to be at Yesteryear Village in West Palm Beach. Yesteryear Village, if you don't know, is basically it's a living museum. It's a collection of different homes and buildings from all over Palm Beach County put on this one plot of land. And you can go and investigate several of the homes with us, including the Riddle House, which was featured on Ghost Adventures, I believe, season 1. But that's one of the places, and we go out, we use different equipment.
Not even the most active place.
Not even the most active place by far. But we've gone out. We've actually extended our hours. We used to do a 2-hour event. We're doing a 3-hour event now because we want to be able to give our guests a lot more time inside the houses. Actually investigating. So if you're in the area or nearby, come on down and see us. You can buy tickets at the South Florida Fairgrounds.com, I believe, /history and haunts. You can buy tickets. We also are doing the world's largest ghost hunt event there in September. And that one will be from 7 till 11 p.m. We will be doing extra experiments. We're going to start doing that during our regular events as well and get people participating in the experiments that we're doing. So
whether you like it or not, because people are saying like, Hey, you want to get involved? No, I'll just watch.
No, for the most part, we have really great groups that come out and people that are interested in it and pretty much show good respect towards each other, especially in the houses. So come on out. You're gonna have a great time. We're out there. We're BSing and having a good time, but also showing you how we do certain things, and the results that we get are incredible out there. So if you want to come out, we'd love to have you.
And also, I just want to let people know that's how we find our team members. That's how we get our residential cases. People want to check us out. And once they check us out, they just love us so much that they want more. I mean, it happened with let me point that right. I'm getting tired now. It's at the end of the night. Our friend Joe, he came to one of our events, and look at him now.
Yep. Here he is.
Puma.
Look at me now. Look at me.
But yeah, and not only for this month, but we got 2 next month. We're back at Yesteryear Village and at the Old DB Schoolhouse Museum.
That's right.
So be on the lookout for that.
Heck yeah. All right. And then Franny, if people want to check out your content, where can people find you?
Sure, you can find me on Supernatural Eyes. So I mostly use YouTube and Instagram, not so much Facebook, but you can also find me on there. But YouTube, just Supernatural Eye, and Instagram will be supernatural_eye. So go ahead and check out your girl. I'm taking a break from Supernatural Eye for a little bit, but season 3 is in the works, so that's coming up. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
And check out her YouTube, Supernatural Eye, because she wants subscribers and likes as well. And she's got some great content. Yep. She's got some great content. She's even got batting degree there, so check it out.
Yes.
Absolutely. And where could people find you if they want to check out?
So I am all over the place. I post some clips here and there on YouTube and Instagram. That's at Joe Hunts Ghosts. But you can find me pretty much anywhere any of our teammates investigate. Everybody, I'm in most clips that people post. So
I'm famous.
Find me everywhere. No, I just like that. I love investigating with everybody. I got a good mix of everybody, and everybody's investigating styles, and I love it. That's why I barely post myself. So thank you guys to everyone who puts me on your stuff. So
and just so you know,
I really appreciate that.
And just so you know that season 2 of the Haunted Files features Joe and Franny. So check that out.
That's right.
Oh, how you doing?
Look at me do stuff.
Wait, this way. Oh my God, I'm horrible.
And check out Floor Weirda.
Nope.
Those podcasts.
No, that's gone.
Yeah, but it's still out there.
The old episodes are still there. Yeah, go listen to my old
episodes. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're good.
Storyteller,
they're just too much work.
Researcher.
Yeah, I hear that.
It does take work sometimes to do all this stuff.
And guys, if you want to check out my any of my social media, the easiest way is if you go to my website, FLA-paranormalresearcher.com. It has links out to all my social media. It has links to Paraflix and the Haunted Files, and we got a blog on there and some different stuff. And yeah, so that's the easiest way. Check it out. I'm most active probably on Instagram and my Facebook page. But yeah, love to see you out there. And as always, make sure you check out warpartyparanormal.com. And we should have an up-to-date calendar on there with all our events. And that's it. Eric?
Why am I always last?
Best for last, dude. You're
always
the host.
Last.
Yeah, that's the best.
All right. Well, if you don't know where you can find me, it's Ghost Hunter at South Florida. And that's in Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. And check out our website, warpartyparanormal.com. Check out our other people. They're all linked to our social media. They got shows out too. We got a very talented group on our team. Many people very talented. We got rock stars. We got storytellers. We got people who can make some badass equipment. People who are also doing the radio shows. 305 Paranormal. Check out Black Spoke Paranormal. They got amazing content on their YouTube. They just went out and filmed at another location. So check them out. And if I left somebody out, Please forgive me. I tried. So, and also I appreciate all you people watching, everyone in the chat. We really appreciate you. We have a blast with you guys. And for you, the new people that come that were on here, please come back and check us out.
I do have to say, I'm very jealous of Jeremy going to the Zach Bagans Haunted Museum.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I was like, oh, that's on my bucket list.
And Thaney got to hit
that's
Village
cool.
this weekend too.
So badass. Yeah.
We got to hit
so
nothing.
Cool.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah. Very cool.
I love you, Mike. I love you.
On that note. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.